I paid for everything. They couldn't show up once. I'm a 23-year-old woman from Chicago, and for almost 5 years, I was the friend who always picked up the check. It didn't happen overnight. Fresh out of college, I landed a decent marketing job, while most of my friends were still figuring out their careers. I made more money than they did, so whenever we'd go out, I'd hear the same thing. I'll Venmo you later. Can you get this one? I'm a little short. Next time's on me, I promise. There was never a next time. At first, I didn't mind. I genuinely believed that's what friends did. Birthday dinners? I covered them. Weekend road trips? My credit card booked the Airbnb. Concert tickets? I'd buy everyone's seats together because it was easier. Every time someone thanked me, I'd smile and think, I'm lucky to have people who appreciate me. I couldn't have been more wrong. One Friday night, we were planning a trip to Nashville. Everyone was excited until we started talking about the hotel. Suddenly, nobody could afford it. Then someone looked at me. Emily smiled. Come on, you're basically our rich friend. Everyone laughed, even me. I paid nearly $1,800 for the trip. Not one person paid me back. A month later, my company announced layoffs. I survived, but my hours were cut almost in half. Money became tight overnight. For the first time in years, I texted our group chat. Hey guys, things are a little rough right now. Could everyone send me what they still owe from Nashville? No rush, but it'd really help. The chat went completely silent. One person reacted with a thumbs up. Nobody sent $1. Hours turned into days. Days turned into 2 weeks. Then the excuses started. My rent is crazy this month. I thought that trip was your treat. Didn't you say you got a bonus? One message hurt more than all the others. Emily wrote, if you couldn't afford it, you shouldn't have offered. I stared at my phone for almost 10 minutes. I never offered. They just stopped asking. That weekend was my birthday. For once, I decided not to organize anything. I figured if they cared, someone would make plans. Nobody did. At 8 p.m., I was eating frozen pizza in my apartment when Instagram notified me that my friends were live. They were at the exact steakhouse I'd wanted to try for months, laughing, taking selfies, toasting drinks. The caption read, adults only night. No budgeting, no drama. I wasn't invited. Not a single person even wished me happy birthday. The next morning, my phone finally buzzed. Happy birthday. Sorry, yesterday got so crazy. Another message followed. By the way, can you help me pay my security deposit? I'll totally pay you back. I actually laughed. Not because it was funny, because something inside me finally clicked. I wasn't their friend. I was their wallet. That afternoon, I opened my banking app. Over 5 years, I'd spent more than $14,000 on people who couldn't even buy me a birthday cupcake. So I made one decision. I stopped paying. The next dinner, when the server asked for the bill, I said, separate checks please. The table went silent. Emily looked at me. Seriously? I smiled. Yeah, seriously. Nobody argued with the waiter. Instead, they argued with me. They called me selfish, cheap, petty. One guy even said, you've changed. I looked him right in the eyes and answered, no, I'm just finally acting like everyone else. I paid only for my meal and walked out. The group chat died within a month. Nobody checked on me. Nobody invited me anywhere. Nobody asked how I was doing. The only texts I received were people asking if I could loan them money. I ignored every single one. 6 months later, I joined a local hiking club. I met 3 women who insisted on splitting every bill. When one of them accidentally spilled coffee on my jacket, she bought me a new one before I could even say it wasn't necessary. Last Christmas, they surprised me with a small dinner and a homemade cake. Nothing expensive, just thoughtful. That's when I realized something I'll never forget. People who value you never measure your worth by what you can pay for. Because real friendship isn't built on generosity. It's built on respect.